we're joined here by Mr. Ashraf Al Ashry to analyze the most recent updates concerning the detainee exchange. And Mr. Ashraf Al Ashry, editorial director in Al Ahram newspaper. Good afternoon to you, sir. Yes, Mr. Ashraf, how does the arrival of free detainee in Gaza shape the internal political landscape of Palestinians or of Palestinians' stability or Palestine's stability?
Certainly, we are now witnessing the release of the Palestinians that was delayed for 5 hours, that because of Netanyahu wanted to punish the jihad resistance group and that make some sort of the military display and presenting the outrage and the procrastination. So wanted to punish the Palestinian, to delay the third batch of 110 Palestinians. And I think that the Qataris, along with the US mediators, convinced them to speed the process, and we now witnessing the release of the Palestinian prisoners from our prison, and followed by within 2 hours to release more. So we can see the obstacles in a bid to hinder the execution of the first phase, despite the Israeli narratives, by using more pressures to release some captives from both sides.
We've followed up together the videos and footages that we have seen, the welcoming of the Palestinians to those released, and definitely the detainees who were already released, the Israeli detainees who were already released. Now, how would this reflect on the peace talks or the trajectory of the peace talks?
Certainly, they've had some obstacles, but the mediators, through the operating room in Cairo, tackled the issue and treated the fault from the Israeli side, and obstacles were overcome. And to execute the planned, as planned, to release the third picture, and tomorrow will start the following phases that will take on complicated negotiations. And I think that the American side, along with Egypt and Qatar, that will pressure Israel and Netanyahu not to hinder the execution of the first phase of 42 days. And this matter will continue in the upcoming hours until they executed the first phase, but all concern and the abidement by the Israeli side, and then all will bet on Netanyahu's to complete the deal, or is going to be more obstacles to hinder the upcoming negotiations.
Now, the releases of those detainees, how do you think they were perceived by the Palestinian civil society, and what impact it have on their unity? And how do you think what will be the coming phase?
Certainly, this would create a great jubilant by the Palestinians by the releasing Israelis in exchange of the Palestinians. And that what happened, and 1,000 Palestinians will be released, as we've seen in the third phase. but there are some concern of to change the features of celebrations as Netanyahu rejected before the mediators as pressuring Netanyahu and its government by saying that Netanyahu failed not to achieve in all the military war that lasted for 15 months. And they revived the negotiation again. So they wish to have some sort of amendment of the features of celebrations and to be calm and not to provocations or not to witness any provocation. And I fear that this would last on a larger scale, and Netanyahu would resort to hinder the following stages of the deal.
Now, the exchange that we've seen today, now, how does it fit into the broader context of the truce between Hamas and Israel? And is it a real sign of real progress, or is it just temporary relief?
Certainly, there is a consensus of 3 pages hoping in reaching the formula of the following day of the Gaza Strip, and Israel. Its condition is not to have any representation of Hamas in the governing the Gaza, but I think that there is a guarantee of the settlement of the Israeli-Palestinian as soon as possible. This matter will take more time. So it's only to execute the 3 phases of the deal. The Egyptian suggested to form the community support committee, and following what Trump will be doing for the comprehensive settlement by the Palestinians and the Israelis, but this would require more time. But as the uncertainty is taking place, often a comprehensive settlement in Gaza Strip and the West Bank, as Netanyahu is getting full support from Trump, the new administration of the United States of America.
Now, from your point of view, how do the international community perceive what happened today? How do they look into the ongoing developments that are going, and how do they look into the whole scene? Is this, or does this give them a kind of optimism that there will be a kind of solution to the cause here? Are they encouraged to see more and more progressing coming out of what they have seen today?
Surely, what affirms that there is a hope of an opportunity of moving the exchange of the captives between the two sides, give the international community the opportunity to continue through the negotiation, and the war never achieved its objective. So the choice of peace is only the best choice, considering that they are supported with the peace, but the continuation of the war is faced by resistance, by the Palestinian resistance. So if we don't have a political settlement, as Trump has already promised, and leaving a legacy of peace, and the international community is fully convinced that the choice of negotiation and peace through the political solutions are deepest. That would require cooperation with the international community, with Trump, with the partners in Egypt.
Right.
As the first Arab country made an agreement of peace with Israel. And otherwise, the conflicts will continue without achieving the establishment of the Palestinian state. And this they are fully confident that the negotiation choice is the political solution, and to go out of to the what we've seen in the political scene in the past.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ashraf Al Ashry, editorial director in Al Ahram newspaper, for your insights.